Mm-mm. Islam. 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 Praise Allah, honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honors to everything that's Moorish. Honors to Brother Marcus, Messiah Barbary Bay. Honors to all members of the Moorish Science of America, future leaders past and present. Honors to all those who have a desire for the truth to learn this message about themselves. So I'm going to let y'all listen to this meditation music right quick. I'll be right back. Islam family, peace and blessings. I'm here, your brother Moorish Life. Got a nice little start to discuss topic today. Where are you from? And this goes to show you that the common people don't think. The common people don't think because of the lack of common sense, because they're indoctrinated with falsehood and keep listening to the network broadcasting company and these folly so-called Jews who they say they're Jews but are not, but they're the synagogues of Satan. We need to start thinking for ourselves of who we are and where do we come from, and who our forefathers and mothers were without doubt or contradiction. This is the question we must ask ourselves. Where does the Negro, black, and colored come from? Where does the Afro-American, African-American man come from? Or woman or child? Where does the so-called Latino, Chicano, Hispanic people come from? They didn't come from themselves. They came from the European slaveholder who are governing this side of Africa at this time, which is modern day America, which is the North, Central, and South America. We ask ourselves these questions because we are lacking self-consciousness of self, which means that we do not know who our ancestors were because they stripped us from our people. Which means that the so-called Latino, Chicano, Hispanics, the so-called black people, the Asians, and the people of Africa, and the adjoining islands of indigenous people, we're all from one family. And I'm going to explain this in detail because The Moorish Americans are who we are, regardless if we are from Asia, Africa, Saudi Arabia, and the islands of indigenous people. The Moorish people are the descendant of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. And our ancient forefather is Abraham. As they say in Arabic, Ibrahim. But the information that I have to give to my brothers and sisters out there who are listening, and honor to those in the chat, honor to 35 people in who are live with your brother. Moorish Live. We got 7 likes. Praise Allah. I was looking for 1, but praise Allah for those who love this demonstration. Going on 8. Praise Allah. So, I want my brothers and sisters out there to start thinking. I'm going to the chat. I'm going to greet y'all. I want y'all to start understanding who the colonists are. Who is a slaveholder? Because this is not his land, America. Amerigo Vespucci did not claim this land as America. It came from the Sultan of Morocco, Sidi Muhammad. So, movement, demon. Yeah, you need to bounce, brother. You need to leave if you don't like this channel. So, what I have to say to the common people out there is that we need to start doing some thinking and start being self-conscious of our true nationality. Our true nationality as so-called Negro, blacks, and colors is Moorish. Moorish is who we are. We are descendants of Moroccans born in America. And I'm not here to lead anybody on astray or tell any lies to any brother or sister out there, because they've been lied to and been indoctrinated with falsehood so much that your brother Moore's life is truly about what I say I'm about, and what my name is truly about. Because I'm going to continue to repeat myself with this valid information. This information is going to be an affirmation to you, so that way you can uplift yourself. That way you can uplift your state of mind. That way you can learn to love instead of hate. Because hatefulness is what pays the bills and what pays people to be rich. If you're hateful, you're a demon. If you're hateful, you get all the glorious things in the world. You get to worship Satan and all that good stuff. You get to be like Drake and all them ones, bottoms up, and Trey Songz and yo Nicki Minaj. You bottoms up. That means you about ready to get sodomized, yo. So, all I gotta say to my brothers and sisters out there is be conscious of what you listen to. Be conscious and be aware of the information you intake, and slander and defamation of character you express to yourself and you give to your so-called loved ones, if you love them like you say you do, mom and pop and all them stuff, all them ones. So what I have to say to you all is, how is it that you're going to be a Negro, black, or colored, but yet and still you can't even own property? You can't even own land. But yet, in the etymology dictionary, I will say it again, the etymology of land means more. M-O-O-R. More. And that's what it means. This land does not belong to the so-called white folks. And let me ask you this question. Have you met anybody who is white as that piece of paper? I don't think so. White means innocent. Innocent means pure. Purity means God. God means rule of the land. And that description does not fit the people because it's simple the fact that they burned down the Wall Street, they burned down the land, they took over the land, confiscated it, and made law, which is not law, which is CVC codes and penal codes, which basically indoctrinates the people to enforce some type of superiority or male dominance over specific people who are indigenous to this land, to make you think that you are less than who they say they are, because when you call them white, you're saying that they're better than you, they're superior to you, and when you call yourself black, that means you are less than them. That's what that means. So anytime you see a European or so-called Caucasian person or a so-called white person, you don't address them as white, because if they're white, then how come they're treating our people like so? How come these so-called white police officers are out here in the streets harming our brothers and sisters out there, our melanated brothers and sisters who are truly Moorish Americans, so-called Negro blacks and colors? I'm going to explain why they do this, because you're out of law. You're on your paperwork, it says that you classify as a black person, a second-class citizen, a 3/5 of a person. That's what it says in the 14th Amendment when they altered it. 3/5 of a person. The only thing you're missing is nationality, religion, and your state of mind, and your culture. Mind, body, and soul. That's what completes a whole person as nationality. You got a descent flag, a descent name. You're able to describe the descent flag and descent name of that your national flag. And then on top of that, you have a religion that goes along with that national flag. That's in the same situation, same dynamic, in a unison, brothers and sisters out there. So all them haters out there who was hating on my channel, y'all get to leave, because this information is not for you. If this information is not for you, then leave. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not here to put sugar in your Kool-Aid for you, or indoctrinate your pina colada, put some alcohol with whatever is in alcohol, the same thing as in gasoline. That's a fiery substance that's in gasoline. It's a fiery substance that's in the alcohol that you drink. That's poison. That will give you an unbalanced state of mind, demonic state of mind. You cannot be an alcoholic and love your family at the same time, because Matthew 6:24 teaches us that you cannot serve two masters. You're going to love one, hate the other. It then says in the book of Chronicles or Corinthians, says, do you know that liars, drunkards, people who commit homosexuality will not inherit God's kingdom? What people represent the lower self, those who were cast out of the holy city, and those who accept their teachings. That's what that means. Now, I don't know if y'all heard this teaching before, but you're going to hear it tonight. You will hear from your brother, man, that I'm not here to teach the hate. I'm here to expose the lies and deceit that the devil be hiding. He be over here having his closed fist and putting it over his chest. They call it the lion's paw. That's a Masonic move. He puts his shirt, he tucks his fingertips inside his shirt, like so, right? He covers up his fingertips, meaning like he hides the truth. That's what that means, family. But I'm not going to be with y'all for too long, but I'm going to go into the chat. Let's see who we got. Fazer, praise Allah to you. Peace and blessings. Praise Allah. Daniel Lincoln, praise Allah to you. Peace and Islam. Show your face? No, show your face. Denisa, Islam, peace and blessings. Daniel's saying, what is on, bro, about? I'm about Moorish life. I'm about teaching truth. That's what I'm about. Next question. He's only shows his face after the money shot. Corvette guy, you don't know what you're talking about, and I advise you to mind your business. For real, for real. Let me see, who else is here? demonstrating. Horrible stream cod movement. Demon says, bro, you need to bounce, bro. If you don't like it, ban me from it so I don't get on my FYP. Man, FYP to you too. Peace. Islam. Bounce. Alex, yes. Lame, yes, that's what you are because that's what you said. Maria, Patricia. Peace of blessings to you too. Monsoon, peace of blessings to you too. Krishan, yeah. Horrible, yeah, that's what you think. So a man thinking, so it be. Let's see, it says, stop hating, I'm Indian. Who's hating on you? I don't even know you to hate on you. Okay, I own several color TVs. I'm not hating or racist. What does that got to do with anything? I'm a realist. If that's what you say, I don't, bro. You. I don't know what you're talking about. I can tell he's black just from his voice. Elias Garcia. No, I'm not black. I don't claim a color. I'm Moorish. Camo Madai says, peace and blessings, Islam. You here? Okay, I see you here, Camo. You know what I'm saying? Praise Allah to you. You know what I'm saying? Praise Allah to the people in the chat who are just, you know what I'm saying, living that positive information for a brother, man. Praise Allah for you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to teach the truth. I'm not here to satisfy anybody's ego or guilt trip. So if you want that lower self vibration, you know, keep your comments to yourself. Because, you know, my brothers and sisters here to learn. And learn to learn that truth. That truth that I have to speak that comes from the heart. Because everything I'm saying, y'all can look it up. Y'all can look it up yourself. Let's see, who else is here? And that's it. Oh, yeah. Brother Camo's here. Okay. Praise Allah for you. All right, we got 11 likes. Praise Allah for that. That y'all just, you know, you love y'all brother, though. Appreciate it. I expect everybody in the chat to respect each other and love on each other. If you ain't got nothing nice to say to each other, don't say nothing at all. If it's not uplifting and if it's not teaching the truth, then don't say nothing. Because you're going to make yourself sound ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to be interrupted in what they're going to be demonstrating here, but I'm going to let y'all know right now. I don't tolerate negativity that y'all be dishing on me or whoever in the chat. Because if you got a problem with me, you can come see me for real. Then you're going to really see my face. And when you really see my face, you're going to get knocked out. Because now it's justice. Oh, Islam, peace and blessings to Wenda. Islam, peace and love, family, peace and love, Islam. But now I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect on my channel. Either y'all respect each other or don't say nothing else to each other. Because you know there's too much negativity going on and how y'all being colonized and indoctrinated with all this falsehood. And you're going to think about what Drake doing and all these crazy ones in Hollywood who's doped up full of all that demonic stuff. And then you're going to follow them too? Seriously. All right. So back to what I was saying, though, about culture. The culture that we had is in Asia. The culture that we had as so-called Negro blacks and colors is in Saudi Arabia to a certain degree, is also in Africa to a certain degree. Because the Moorish Americans, when we go home to mama and papa, you know what I'm saying? We go, before we go to the house, we remove our shoes, we walk in the house, we greet the house, give the blessings, Islam, Salam alaikum, walaikum assalam, sabah al whatever we say. You draw what I'm saying? Or we speak that Moorish Latin or whatever the case may be. And then after we greet mom, pop, okay, you're going to go to the washroom, wash up, get your face, get your teeth brushed, greet mom, pop, kiss on the cheek, whatever, kiss on the hand, bow. You know what I'm saying? This is our culture. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We go tell mom, pop how everything's going. It's the culture. You know what I'm saying? We don't be playing those games, be disrespecting moms and pops. Because if anything, you ain't the teacher. You a student who's learning their way through life. But yet and still, you want to act like you the parent, like you know it all, like you pay all the bills in the house. Or the palace or whatever you live in. Like you run the show, like you know everything. But check it. If you ain't got a belt to the butt or belt to the leg, or you got whooped with an extension cord and your veins turn red, if you ain't live that lifestyle or get hit by a tree or a bush or a chunkler, a sandal or whatever, if you ain't live that lifestyle, then don't say nothing to me about disciplining the child. I'm going to explain something to you. The reason why grandmoms disciplined me the way I did, because I was out of line. I was being disrespectful. And I'm glad I got them butt whoopings. Because guess what? It kept me in line. It kept me out of prison. You know what I'm saying? It kept me out of trouble. They didn't do it because they wanted to. They did it because they loved me, because the spirit of Ra, spirit of the child. So the Bible teaches us. The Bible is going to tell us, will teach us, you reap what you sow. Whether you reap what you sow, whether you do good, or you reap what you sow, what you do bad. That's in the book of Galatians. But I want the brothers and sisters out there to understand that the youngsters out there that I see, that I meet, are very respectful young people. They remind me of myself when I was their age. The rest of these youngsters are straight knuckleheads. No knowledge of self, no conscience of self. They want to throw up gang signs like they speak sign language or something. But yet instead they want to disrespect the elders. So when they get knocked out by the elders, they want to bring their homeboys. Oh, let's break down the word homeboy. The word homeboy comes from slave master. House boy. House Negro. House nigga. House nigga. I can't make it up. You put two and two together. You play connected dots. You be your own private investigator, and you be like Marvin Gaye and try to figure out what's going on. Because I'm not here to play the shenanigans and play games with youngsters. I'm here to teach the people. I don't say the word nigga or nigger just to be disrespectful. I'm using it in a form of context to educate the brothers and sisters the reason why we should not be using these words. We can't be using this amongst themselves, saying these are words of endearment when the slave master is the one who called us that. So how you gonna call somebody else something that what a slave master called you out of negativity and out of anger and hate, but you use it as words of endearment? So how you gonna sit here and put the red jumper cables on the black terminal on the battery, and to take the positive red jumper cables and then go to put it on the black terminal and expect to jump start a car? How you gonna do that? How you gonna make something positive negative? Negative, positive, or which way the case may be. I'd rather, as I read in the book, it says, let your yays be your yays and let your nays be your nays, and anything else is evil. Now I don't know where these Europeans get their teaching from, but it's just straight psychotic to me. How are you going to sit here and go with audacity to call my brothers and sisters Negro, black, and color when Negro means the same thing as black in translation and from Spanish to English? How you gonna go audacity to accept these names that delude to slavery, and you don't even want to even know what your nationality is? A Chinese man got his flag. The Japanese got their flag. The people from Ghana got their flag and their national flag in Zaire, and so on and so on. The only peoples who don't have a nationality is these people. The Negro, blacks, and coloreds, the Puerto Ricans, so-called, the people from Guam, because it's on the U.S. territory. The United States is a corporation. It's a corporate entity. Every corporate entity has a president that governs a people under the Roman yoke and law of the higher ups of the Rothschild Rockefellers, who paid the Ku Klux Klan, who swore a death oath not to tell the Moorish children who we truly are, but according to George Washington, he says we're truly Negro, blacks, and coloreds. So how are you going to sit here and try to tell me that, oh, the brother is light-skinned black? Well, explain that crayon to me, please. Explain that logic to me, please, because I ain't never met nobody who is light-skinned black and know I can identify on a crayon. You can't put light and black together. Light and darkness together at the same time. It's not logic. It's not common sense. If you even try to do the math or do the science, light, once you turn on the light in the house and it's dark, what happens to the darkness? It vanishes. So how can light and dark come together and be in unison? How? Explain. Where is the European psychology and logic of these information that they keep indoctrinating you with, but you refuse to think? You refuse to think because you don't know who you are. Who are you? What's your nationality? I'm Moorish American. That's who I be. I am who my forefathers and mothers were without doubt or contradiction. No man can take a descent a man's nationality, not unless the powers exceed Father God Allah himself. So what brings the Europeans in power to take away our nationality and take the L-E-L and B-E-Y off our family names and just leave us with our family names? And then they got to go audacity, remove their names and take upon our names so that way they can own the property and own the land. Now, you want to call them white, but they're demonic. Their thoughts are demonic. Everything about these Europeans, 95, 96% of these Europeans are demonic. The rest of them are just. But you're going to sit here and call them white, which means that you can call them superior to you. How are they superior to you? Well, last I checked, Jesus or Isa made a prophecy. He said the first will be last and the last will be first. So the first people who were here were the Asiatic Muslims of ancient Moabites, Canaanites, Hammatites, Amorites. Hello, right? And the last people who created last was the Edomites, Esau's people, which governs basically the whole Jewish community. The synagogues of Satan. I know that truths and that tribulations, that they are rich, they say are Jews, but are not, but they're synagogues of Satan. So they're synagogues of Satan. That means the Masonic order that they partake in is Satan. That means the church that they have created is Satan. How are you going to identify and say that Jesus never said God's name is Allah when he spoke Arabic, Hebrew, and Aramaic? Aramaic, they speak and they say his name is Allah. In Arabic, they say Allah. It's translation. I got a brother who speaks Aramaic, who's fluent. I'm his student. I'm learning Aramaic myself. But how are you going to sit here in the church trying to tell me that God's name is not Allah? So then what God you calling on then? So there are three gods. Which God do you worship then? Then how are you going to say that the God is we going, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take God and we're going to separate him under a microscope, you see. And we're going to say that God is the Father And then we're going to say God is a spirit and God has a son. So these are three persons and they're human beings and we're going to have to worship them. Yes. Where does that make sense? Three persons, a person's a human being. Brothers and sisters. So how you going to worship an idol? How you going to be an idol worshiper and worship a European version of somebody who is not part of your ancestors? Who's the seed of Esau who hates your people? The Jewish people hate us. The Ku Klux Klan hate us. The Nazi Germany, the Rothschild Rockefellers hate us. But yet still, we got to go audacity, go follow them in their indoctrination and their teachings. So you explain to me, how is that just and how is that wise? How is that wise for you to not study the information for yourself and you're not even demonstrating on 2 Timothy verse 2, verse 15, where it says, study to show thyself approved. Who are you showing approved to? That means you sucking up to these teachers in school and then making you look like a fool when you start talking that yip yap and you don't even know what you're talking about. When you graduate high school, you graduate college, you indoctrinated all with the European psychology. You don't even know what you're talking about. When the slave master out there go talk about, it's raining cats and dogs. And all of a sudden now here you come. You repeat what he said. Nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Really? Prove it. Washington, D.C. is not of a state. It's a sovereign entity. U.S. territory. Second Continental Congress that was formulated by George Washington to turn his back on the indigenous Moors. Because we are the founders of the land in 1786. We're the founders of this nation. We recognize America as a nation. America. A Moroccan. A Morocca. A Morocca. America. A Morocca. A Moroccan. Come on now. Amorite. The Amorites in the Bible. This is who we are descendants of. Don't let these people over here indoctrinate you and tell you what to believe and what not to believe. Don't let these people manipulate you. Because you don't even know who you are. So who are you? I don't know. I just know I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. So your hair is black, but your skin ain't black. So, bro, let me ask you a question. You wearing that black sweater? Oh, yeah, I'm wearing a black sweater. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, cool. So that means you a black man, right? Oh, yeah, I'm black. See, you know what I'm saying? See, my skin complexion is black. Technically, bro, check again. That sweater you're wearing is black, right? Oh, yeah, it's black. You know what I'm saying? So what's your skin complexion? Is brown. So how does brown be close to black? Oh, yeah. I see your point. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. But I'm still black, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. That's how I roll, you know? Yeah, power to the people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, power to the people and all, bro. But come on, think. Well, I mean, I don't care what the Bible says about Solomon saying that he's black. He never said that. Let's get it right. You don't get it right today, one way or another. You have no choice to proclaim your nationality. You have no choice but to do the right thing. You have no choice but to uplift your mother and the women in your family instead of breaking them down. Women, you have no choice but to uplift these brothers who are fatherless. You have no choice but to put them around men who are positive and be able to do something for themselves. To be like a father figure. Young brothers, you need to get yourself right and pull up them pants and get the proper fit size. around your waist. I'm not saying wear skinny tight jeans and all, but get a little room in the growing area, the manhood area. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need. You need to dress according to your ancient forefathers and mothers and talk with nice, intelligent tone and know what you're talking about and be able to back it up with references instead of going by hearsay. Hearsay means nothing. And that's the truth. So I'm here for my brothers and sisters who want to know the truth and nothing else. So whatever you decide to do, whatever your choice may be, I say this: make the right choice. Figure out solutions to the problem instead of becoming a problem of being a menace to society. I know it's hard out there. I know how hard it is. It's really out there. But you gotta find a solution. Life is like mathematics, basic math. There's a problem out there, so you gotta get to be the solution. That's what y'all gotta be. Be the truth. Straighten up. Better your condition. Young brothers, pull your pants up and talk like you intelligent. Young sisters, stop wearing them skimpy clothes and looking like a Jezebel and looking like a harlot, and dress down and be less revealing and talk with nice, intelligent tone and wrap your head up in your crown, sister, and be a Moabite, be a Moorish woman, and don't be a Jezebel. Young brothers, don't be a King Herod, and don't be like anyone who don't honor me. I'm going to kill him on sight. Unalive him or whatever you want to call it. You got what it takes. Young people, you are the future. An elder told me that too, but I'm getting up there in the age range. And y'all need to understand the condition. If you're going to allow the condition to change you, then you're not going to change yourself. You don't want to change because you're walking by belief, but you're not walking by faith. Because faith without works is dead. If you're not going to put in the work, then you're going to be stuck in belief. And belief is what man thinks perhaps is truth. But faith is what man knows is truth. So if I know that 2 times 2 is 4, that means I have faith. If I think or perhaps 2 times 2 is 4, that means I'm believing, but I'm not for certain. So either you are for certain or you not. So when are you going to stop allowing someone else to do the thinking for you instead of you doing the thinking for yourself? We got a lot of options. We got a lot of choices to better our condition, family. But we just choose not to. We don't think there's another way out. But this is pretty much the channel. How I'm going to demonstrate is how I demonstrate. But I'm not going to demonstrate according to your likeness. I'm going to demonstrate to the truth. Because if you bend the truth, it's not even truth no more. It's falsehood. Distorted, the truth distorted. So when are my brothers and sisters going to wake up? You know what I'm saying? When? That's the question you need to ask yourself. When? I'm your brother man, Moorish Life. Moorish.life@yahoo.com. So you got a lot of choices to make. You can get yourself out of situations. Some people don't have a choice. Other people do. The ones who don't have a choice are the ones who were in a Salem sign with doped up by these Europeans. Making money off of them. How? You may ask. I'll tell you how. In 1930s, they came out with a thing called Social Security number. First Social Security card is called the account number. And you might be surprised when you see it, but look it up. You got to be the one to figure out things. And this is why I have my channel, is to assist my brothers and sisters out there who don't know. Do you realize that being called Negro, Black, and Color, you know you can sue for that? Spencer versus Dungy case, 1855. Abraham Lincoln says, my client, Dungy, is not a Negro. He's a Moor. Calling him a Negro is slander and defamation of character that has not been overturned in 1855. So now you need to ask yourself, what are you going to do in a situation when you're forced to proclaim a nationality and you have nowhere to go? The churches lock their doors on you. You can't get in. Your belief in God is not the same anymore. You have people coming down on you, disrespecting you in the church because you don't believe according to their ideology that's not real. When are you going to start doing some thinking? When are you going to rise up and think and know that your condition could be better? Join the Moorish Science of America. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, some of my good Moors are in the church. That's what he said. So, I'm the firstborn, only begotten son from my mom and pop. And guess what? I have risen. I've resurrected from a Negro, Black, and Colored state of mind, and resurrected as Moorish. So I want y'all to take heed to what I'm saying to y'all, because this information is definitely real. There's nothing wrong with bumping your head a few times, but the question is, when are you going to wake up and realize that you need help? Having a nationality is a birthright. It's a God-given right. Allah, God-given right. Genesis chapter 12, verse 1 and 2. I have made Abraham, spoke to Allah and said, and Abraham humbled himself and said, I have made you a great nation. Whoever will bless you, I will bless them. Whoever will curse you, I will curse him. So now the question is, you want to ask yourself, what people are being cursed right now? What people have been cursed since 1774? Negro, blacks, and coloreds. But I got some more information for y'all coming up. Well, I need y'all to start thinking. Because Prophet Noble Drew Ali said it best. If I can't save you, then no one can. But if I can get you to think, you can save yourself. We have 12 likes today. Praise Allah for that. But the show's going to have to come to an end, family. Because it is what it is. What did my grandmothers always say? Tell it like it is. And that's what I do. Tell it like it is. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Peace and love to the brothers and sisters out there and children who are suffering. I pray that everything you all are going through, I pray that y'all conquer in the name of peace. So you guys stay well, eat right, think right, rest your mind right. Because if you can't do that, you will not succeed. Peace and love, Islam. Islamism. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day. Through His holy prophet, Drew Ali, Ameen, Islam. Peace and love, family.